situation that considered private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
Yeah,
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But, you know,
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Started a friendship with August.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually became really, really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started with him just needing some help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Aug first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. Mm-hmm. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though.
Yeah,
Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. You know?
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
I launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Right.
And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions. There's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And I think that that whole process with Aug really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like...
And I wish, you know, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers. You know, and I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and I, we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
until you go
through some stuff, you know. I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first. And then
You gonna get me back? I think you got me back. I think you. I think we're good on that. Okay.
okay, that's probably true. That's
You
probably
know,
true.
and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But, you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime,
25 years and counting.
we ride together,
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
That's terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married
What'd you tell me?
that I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said, this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
All right.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Hey guys, skills at theskillsmethod.com, that's for seduction.com. Big shout out as always to all the hustlers, bustlers, players, pimps, puas, naturals, gigolos, max, playboys, fuckboys, fuck it, everybody. Hey guys, I'm gonna talk about what's going on with Will Smith and Jada. Jada, I'm sorry. Because everybody's getting this wrong, you know. Because I've been in that situation. So most people are talking out of their ass. I've been in that situation, and I see the red pillars and a bunch of people saying crazy shit. All right. First of all, let's talk about them. They've been married for 20 years. Anybody that has been in long-term relationships, they know that after a while, the passion, the sex start dying out, and it's more of a a friendship, so sort of like a family type relationship where you two are very comfortable with each other, you two love each other, but just the sexual passion is not really there, especially after year 3 or year 5. Black Dragon calls it every time you get with somebody new relationship experience, which is the excitement, the butterflies, all the feelings that you get at the beginning of a relationship when you're very, very excited, very sexual. It's euphoric feeling, even in some cases stronger than love that you get at the beginning. Okay, but that things start dying to a point that it's more like a friendship, like a close friendship, a close relationship. Yes, you two have sex, but it's just more like like a chore, like it dies out a little bit, okay, especially for guys like Will Smith, for seducers that have been with a bunch of women, okay. You also start craving other women, even if they're uglier, because it's something new. You get bored of eating the same shit. That's why for many seducers, monogamy doesn't work, or they go into serial monogamy, multiple relationships for a couple of years. Then when it starts dying out, they change the gear and shit like that. All right. All right. Back to Will Smith. Okay, let's talk about the seduction secret society perspective. Remember, in the secret society, we don't judge women. All right, we don't think women are sluts or whores and things like that. All right. However, that's our secret society. The normal society, they don't get this shit. Okay, so first of all, they were separated. So they separated. I've been with a bunch of girls that have been separation. Separating is that the marriage is pretty much over. In a lot of cases, they don't even live together. In a lot of cases, they haven't they are no they are dating other people, and they are just in the documentation married, and they're doing for whatever reason. Sometimes it's because of the key, because people have no money to do their divorce. You know, they don't want to deal with all the courts and the lawyers and all that shit. You know, or they are just lazy, or in some other cases are public figures. Okay, in which the marriage status helps and avoids the tabloid, because a lot of people, a lot of celebrity and shit, they don't want to deal with the tabloids and all the drama and all the shit. Okay, so they just procrastinate and postpone the drama and the tabloids and all that shit. Okay, now I want to mention something that has very little to do with the video, but if you notice Will Smith, he's a little not sexy, he's chubby. He's a little fatsy. He's a little chunky monkey. So I don't know, man. He has let himself go a little bit in the visual aspect. I mean, that's something I just want to mention. Okay, if you notice at the video, he's a little chubby. Okay, I don't know. He needs to work out. He's there like in the video. He's about 25 to 30% body fat. I would say 30% body fat. But anyways, but that's besides the point. He's still Will Smith, high value, high status, tall guy. He's still good looking. Okay, but he's a little chunky monkey. Anyways, well, that has nothing to do with the divorce or anything. But just wanted to bring that up. Now, again, they were separated. All right, he was the one kind of dumped her. Separation is like a breakup. Okay, all right. So he's the one that. So you guys, like all these guys, expect her to be there while Will Smith, because Will Smith wasn't in his house jerking off to porn. No, no, no. He was banging during the marriage and banging during the separation a million girls. So, and I guarantee you that. Okay. So they expect this girl to sit there because until the divorce is final, and just don't get laid or don't date anybody. So if she acts like a normal human being and goes and date people, sleep around and things like that, then she's a whore, she's a slut, she's no good, she's all this shit. All right. So that's how society views this. So what happens? So for whatever reason, it got out that she slept with somebody. So now they're doing PR and damage control because also Will Smith is getting called like a beta and a simp and a loser and shit like that. So because of that, they both agree to come out and do a stupid little show in the red table to justify stupidity. Okay, so they're not really telling like the raw truth. They're just sugarcoating the whole thing for society, for the society understanding. Okay. What else I'm gonna tell you now? Why Will Smith is a little annoyed. Why is Will Smith annoyed? And this happened to a lot of seducers. It happened to me. Recently in the Seduction forum, it happened to a seducer named Hugh as well. I'm gonna get to the point. Okay, so the point is that sometimes we are in an open relationship. Sometimes we're a secret society. We sometimes we don't give a shit if our girl is sucking dick or fucking 50 million guys. Who cares? We don't care. We don't judge. We're secret society seducers. Okay, we don't care about that shit. Especially if the arrangement is open relationship. Now, if the girl is mono with us and doing that behind the back, that's another issue. But I'm talking about open relationship. In an open relationship, we don't give a shit about that shit. However, the problem is when in an open relationship, because being open and not judgmental doesn't mean that you don't, that you still experience the trust issue, okay? Because relationship is about trust. We don't give a shit about girls sleeping with other people and shit like that if we are open, but the trust has to be there. So if we're in an open relationship and the girl, because it happens to me one time, and the girl, we were open and she slept with the guy I knew, that shit pissed me off. Why? Even it's not because I have Madonna whore complex. No, it pissed me off because it was somebody I knew. So when it's somebody you knew, it's a little bit of a slap in the face, it's a little bit of disrespect, and it's a little bit also the guy telling you fuck you and slapping you in the face. So that's how I personally see it. Now there is another seducer, Hugh, a moderator. That happened to him. He in an open relationship, and he got angry, upset because the girl was with one of his friends. That doesn't mean he has Madonna or complex. That means is it's lack of calibration from the girl. It's lack of trust. When you agree in an open relationship, hey, let's not be people we have like in common if that's the arrangement, okay? And the same with Will Smith. Will Smith, he probably had an open relationship. They were already they were swinging. There are rumors of that. And the problem is that Jada did it with a rapper that Will Smith knows, and they were friends and they were close. So that's like the rapper saying, "Fuck." Now, guy, the other theory that I really like, and it could be that this happened as well. Okay, it could be is one by the seducer named Chase, from Chase blogs. Okay, his theory also is kind of valid. I like that one too. It's the only one that I kind of agree with a little bit, resonate, which is another possibility of what could have happened. He what he said is that he's seen a lot of patterns in open marriages, which is what we suspect. A lot of us suspect Will Smith had. He said that he has seen the pattern in which the husband they open the marriage. Usually, the husband is the one that convinces the wife to do that, and the wife reluctant. Fuck, I cannot fucking speak English. And the wife, even though she doesn't want to do it to please the husband, okay, because the husband is typically an alpha, and they want to follow frame. The wife decides, all right, I'll do it after she gets sold over and over again. Now, the husband benefits more because anybody that is in open relationship knows that women don't really give a shit. They don't really exercise the openness of the relationship. So while you bang 50 girls, she may have one guy, and if that many, okay. Um, so it's usually the guy that wins in this type of situation in general. Okay, there are always exceptions. So they like in the case of Will Smith, he's a fucking actor, so he probably was banging a bunch of girls. All right, the wife stays more or less exclusive. Will Smith or no. So again, the pattern is the husband gets a lot of girls, right? In the open marriage, the wife doesn't really exercise the option because women are not, they don't care that much about that many different partners as us guys biologically. Okay, so the wife more or less, stays exclusive. Now, after a while of she putting up with the whole thing and other things going on in the marriage, she start reaching a breaking point. She start getting tired, a little bit disappointed in their relationship. Okay, which is a natural progression in a lot of relationship. Okay, so after a while, she meets a guy and she connects with a guy, and all the sparks and all the NRE experiences, the new relationship experience, and the newness, the excitement, all those butterflies, all that stuff happens with one of the guys. Now, the husband sees a micro change in the way she reacts to him, in the way she feels, and all that. So the wife start falling for somebody else, because in an open relationship, you are emotionally exclusive. Okay, the right open relationship is you love each other. You are number one for each other, and the other people are like toys or masturbation or just people to ejaculate on. Doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless relationships. But when they go from meaningless relationship to falling in love with somebody, and then the guy that is in love with the wife start seeing that withdrawal, the guy start getting needy or he goes from the relationship dynamics of being the one up to the one down, and he noticed that he's losing his wife, so he started, trying to fix the whole thing and try to kill the freaking open relationship in order to save the relationship, which everybody knows that backfires and make the girl either even more attached to the new guy, and you even chase harder, and then at the end, boom, the same thing that have everything. There is no way to get her back. Okay, and then you lose her. Okay, so that's kind of what I just butcher his theory, but that's more or less what he says. Okay, so let me read what he says. He said, husband checks a bunch of girls, wife stayed more or less exclusive. Then the wife, after a while, manages to find a guy who digs her well, falls for him, emotions shift to him. Husband feels disillusion at wife falling for someone else, starts chasing. They do the start chasing to get her back, stop banging other girls. I was there, by the way. Wife increasingly treats husband as a friend and a life partner. Words, which are the words that Yada used when she was talking about Will Smith. The husband sees the withdrawal from the wife feelings and becomes kind of not depressed, but he wants what he had once back. So, well, let's continue with Chase. Husband becomes depressed, rarely, never takes new girls, and when he does takes new girls, they are all lower quality. Wife feels happy in her new reality of having a passionate lover who digs her well, and reliably stands by husband who will never leave her. So that's one of the problems that the seducer named Chase, which is one of the best writers of seduction I ever seen, um, came out with. All right, guys. So I hope you take into account this seduction perspective versus the all the crazy shit that I've been reading from the manosphere, the red pills, a bunch of people that just crazy, man, the shit they're coming out for just to bash women. Now, what Jada and Will Smith are doing is kind of stupid. I mean, it's not stupid. I understand what they're doing is just getting together because Will Smith be calling a bet, a simp, all these type of names, and Jada, her reputation. Oh, she's a whore, she's a slut, she's not good. So because of that, because society cannot see the things in a seduction secret society perspective, they came out and say, okay, let's get it, let's address everything. Especially from the black people. The black people are freaking, they can be a little harsh and trollish, like in the Twitters, in forums, in YouTube. So they decided to, hey, let's do a PR move and let's get ahead of this. And then they start addressing. But Yara, typical women, does this women behavior of blaming everything on the guy and justifying and all that shit. And Will there, Will is not depressed and shit. He just kind of embarrassed because he's Will Smith, and then he looks like to everybody else like this dude got played. But that's not really what happened. She didn't have. I don't think she had like a bad intention or shit like that. You just when you break up, you're vulnerable. And maybe that guy's since she experienced that guy by being around him and all that. He was there, okay. Which is another possibility. Shit, I forgot about this. Another possibility is that they broke up, they separated. She was vulnerable, and he was the rebound, and she fell for that rebound. She really. This is another possibility, guys. Okay, just a speculation. She fell for that rebound. She got excitement, the new excitement. And maybe the dude was shit. This girl is too old. I'm young, and she's getting too obsessed, and she's still married and shit. It doesn't look good. And then he dumped her, and then after he dumped her, she started missing Will. That could have happened too. That happens too, and people get back. And the same could have happened to Will. He was banging a lot of girls, and he wasn't getting this, the emotional connection and pair bonding that he was getting with Chada. And then they tried to get back and work it out. That's another possibility too. It just came out to me. Yeah. because that happens too. Okay, I address a lot of these things in my breakup videos. I'm gonna link it later. All right. All right, guys. So, and you can see in the video, they're just doing a PR move, and they're they still have love and friendship, and they're just sugarcoating everything for society, and Jada is just trying to justify her behavior. And but again, I don't think she did anything wrong other than sleeping with somebody that will know, which is a little disrespectful for some guys. Some guys don't give a shit, but some guys, most guys that I know, almost 99% of the guys, they care if it's somebody they know and it's a friend, because then their ego, the male competition gets involved. That's my theory too. Okay, all right, guys, this is all I have. Again, like, subscribe, get the book. If you don't like it, guys, I'm not for everybody. I apologize for this. I'm not for everybody. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, just suck on my left nut, because the right one is the reproductive. And get the fuck out.